So hi everyone, I'm basically doing this video because I just went out and I might be a little bit tipsy, but I was kind of inspired by one of my friends today complimenting me on my brows, and they basically inspired me to make a really quick video on my brows and some tips and tricks that you might be interested in. My makeup was fully on, so I thought, why not use this opportunity and do something helpful maybe. My eyes are red because I'm actually tired, so I do apologize for that. But other than that, I'm actually okay. I'm kind of sleepy, I shouldn't be doing it, but we'll see how it goes. This video is actually requested by some of my friends who've been asking me to do makeup tutorials, so I'm doing them privately, I guess. And I hope it helps you guys. And for my friends who are watching, be honest, tell me how it goes. So yeah, so this is going to be a video on brows. I don't know how long, how short, but let's get into it, shall we? Here's everything. If I'm looking down, I apologize because the screen is down here, so I'm just checking. I'm going to take off my brows, and I know for some of you, you guys will be like, not much difference. And yes, I'm sorry, I have thick black brows, so I don't have to do much, but you'll be surprised what can be done with the least amount of things you have. I naturally thread my brows. If you would like to know what threading is and the difference between threading, shaving and waxing is, please let me know and I can do a quick video on it. I know you'll be like, my brows, there's no difference. And there isn't, I guess, but it gets darker. So there are a couple of things you can use for your brows. You can use gels, which come in pots like these. Of course, this is black. You can use pens, which come in forms like this, and this is personally my favorite one that I like to use, and it's by Charlotte Tilbury. And basically it comes with a spoolie at the end. The brush itself, you can see the pen itself is an angle. If I twist it up, it's an angle, and if I point it to you, you can see it's kind of in the shape of an hair follicle itself. So it's pretty. If that wasn't enough, I don't use it much, but there's a highlighting bit inside of it, which is a beautiful champagne gold color like that. For newcomers and new starters, I would suggest powders, and it could be any eyeshadow powder. But what you will need is an angled brush, thin angled brush like that would do. This so happens to be by a company called Sigma. If you want me to do a brush video, I'll do a brush video for you guys. The current one that I'm loving is Charlotte Tilbury, which you don't get it. You get it online. I'll leave the links below of where you can find it and you can try and order it. Ideally, the colors that you have to choose for your brows are meant to be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your brow. That is lighter than your skin tone. Now, I am black. If I wore black eyeliner on top of mine, it would not look natural. It would look horrible. So never go for the same color. If you have a brown hair, go for like more of a blonde hair even. Go for more like a brunette-y, ashy brown tones. Look at your undertones of your hair. But today is mainly technique. So again, color depends on your color and everything. So my tip is, of course, to do your brows. It doesn't matter tweezing, waxing, threading. My brows are not meant to be twins. They're not meant to look the same. They're meant to be sisters, if that makes sense. They never look the same. Even if you're trying, they'll never look the same. The rule of thumb is like this. Side of your nose, aligning with the middle of your eye, all the way up. And basically that's where your brow is meant to start. So keep it straight. And as you can see, there's a little bit sticking out. That's okay. The other rule of thumb is side of your nose, look straight ahead, go into the middle of your eyeball, and lay a thing down, and that point is where your arch is meant to be. The other rule of thumb is, again, the corner of your nose, corner of your eye, and then to your brow. And that's where your brows are meant to end. Now again, these are all rules of thumb, but makeup is such a thing that you adapt to your face. Thickness and thinness, it comes from this two basic rule, or 201, the size of your forehead. If you have a smaller forehead, and it's like the 4-finger, 5-finger rule, but you'll know, like if it's a huge forehead, like mine is an average, so I can go for a medium size with high arch and I'll be fine. If I had a huge forehead, I would try and go for a thicker brow with a high arch. If I had a smaller forehead, I would go for a thinner brow with not that much of an arch. Now these are just rules, and let's be honest, rules are meant to be broken. I have lighter hairs here, some bald patches, thick here, faded away there. Here I have like a little bald patch, again lighter, thicker, and fades away. I did do my brows, so it looks pretty awesome. So what is my trick? What I recently learned. Go heavy-handed when you're on the outsides of your brow. Go light-handed when you're on the inside of your brow. So whenever you start with inside. Beat eyeshadow too. If you have eyeshadow and you picked up some eyeshadow, start from the outside. So the highest concentration of pigment will be on the outsides. And then whatever is left on your brush, you go to the inner part of your eye. I have some black on this and I really hope it doesn't come. Go with 1 shade lighter concealer. If you don't have a shade lighter concealer, you're fine. Use a highlighter. So like I said, like many of these pens come with an inbuilt highlighter, so you can pop that on. So right under and down, right under and down. If I turn off my lights, you can see how beautifully that has highlighted my eye. Blend away the eyeshadow, but the edge, the sides, the outside part, just gently blend away the outside. Basically where my brows are, do you see this? Right all the way around. I make a strong line. So basically I'm drawing on the line. So let's go. So go right under. You can do small strokes. So you can see. I just literally drew a line. Oh, I made a mistake. No big deal. Remember that spoolie? It's like an eraser. Yeah, and again, remember that rule of thumb, outer edge, outer edge. So you can see it's made my brows even more crisper. Now comes it's like drawing on hair. So the direction that your hair is growing, draw with tiny strokes. Literally draw a hair. So for example here, just gonna draw. See how it fills up? I want my arch to be more on fleek. Draw it. So I'm going heavier handed on the outside. So not as heavy but light. I go 1, 2, 3 because my hair grow up. 4 maybe. Press. Not on the inside, like halfway point. Go around again like you did at the bottom. Draw a stiff line.
So when you look at this, you're like, oh, that looks so fake. This is where the blender comes in.
Comb your hair in the same direction, just go up. You see how that blended that in? Side. Down.
And ta-da! Thick brow, not so thick brow. Do you see the difference? In Japan, as most of us live, the one I got and worked equally as well is Revlon's in the color 101 dark brown. I am that. Comes with a spoolie. This head is like this, so it's thicker. And I'm going to do my opposite brow with this just to help you understand. It really doesn't matter what you have. Well, it does in the sense of product and pigmentation, but the technique can be done with anything you have. And voila! Now this is too high up for me, so I just go in and I draw like a U or an N, depending on how well you see it, and just gently blend that away. That's my trick I have for brows and how to fill them in. Just always remember heavier on the outside, and as you come inside you go lighter with your hands. Your pressure on your hands get lighter. And same thing with powder. When you're using powder, the first place you go to is start from the outside and then work your way in. Whatever goes in the middle of your brow is generally like the least amount of powder should be there. So yeah, I really hope this tip helped you guys, and if you have any further questions about what is like the best companies, definitely Anastasia Beverly Hills is a good company to look into for brow coloring. And secondly would be Charlotte Tilbury. She does very good brow stuff too. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope it helped you guys. If you have any questions or you're wondering about other things, please let me know. You can send me a private message or write down in the comments below. Subscribe to be updated for new videos. But yeah, that's it. Stay beautiful, stay healthy, stay loving, and I'll see you guys later.